here, 3v3, Arena of Ashes, blue team. Hiveminion plays a Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed from strong offense, disruption and support. Begins in melee combat with a basic synapse alongside Morgan, MLGman, rocking a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, wade into melee combat too. This is the Lamenter's elite scheme, I think. Rounding off the blue team, it's BestN00b as a Lord General, begins with his retinue of stormtroopers to help him out, can add to these guys throughout the game, giving him more abilities and stuff, has strong defense and support, and this is a very shiny looking Lord General. Red team, bunch of Orks. First up is Ace of Swords as a Mekboy, teleport commander that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair, all sorts of gubbins this guy can do. Alongside Dark Riku as a Warboss, a melee commander that can walk through objects, awesome offense, disruption and support, and always very, very angry. Rounding off the teams, Nurland as a Warlock, a melee commander that can leap into combat, awesome disruption, spellcasting, support, and can kill you pretty good too. Chasing off some guardsmen over there. Blue team are expected to be pinned back, I think, early on against Orks and Eldar in such a confined space. Warboss leading a line. Warlock's going to come in from the side there, and tons of piercing damage flying in from double shooters and double dire avengers. The Lord General losing both of his retinue stormtroopers and runs away. Warboss is out of there. Nicely judged from both of those players, got away with very little hit points. Warlock now, there's the leap into combat. These days he gets a little speed buff after he leaps, I believe, to make up for the fact that he doesn't have a melee charge. You need to run away, mate. Gonna go down here. Should have retreated as soon as he was stomped, but he goes down. It's triple dire avengers, in fact, for Nurland. Into a Shuriken, expect at least one setup team from both of these blue players at the bottom. I think a Devastator and a heavy weapon squad. They do have triple guardsmen for BestN00b, so he might be looking to put flamers on one of them and go for power bash and stuff. Hiveminion chasing around some shooters at the top. Notice he's going for the shooter squad that has the most models, because he doesn't want those guys shooting at him. Well, doesn't really want anyone shooting at him, but he'll take the squad with 3 models opposed to the squad with 4, and eventually runs away, and everything's going to be capped up here. Well, the 2 contested points will be capped up. I guess the Mekboy will try to uncap this VP2. Warlock might be revived from there if the Warboss can get in. Weber Gate already up, providing that health regen aura. You see those green hexagons there, which denotes some health regen. Indicates some health regen, whatever you say it. Looters on the field for Ace at the top. Set up team with a death gun, which is every bit as awesome as it sounds. Warboss line in wait, has double shooters alongside. Where's his sluggers at? Oops, wrong player. Here they are. Oh, they've got burners and they're burning stuff down. This is what burners are for. Devastators are going to try and defend. Did they already bash a generator? They might have. This one's being built, so they might have got something down. They've got a lot of XP as well, so I'm guessing they have bashed at least something. 472 to 465, 2-to-1 cap for blue. Red team are gonna maybe take the bottom here. There's a revive from the Warboss. He's almost level 2 now and can now revive. Cap even. Immolator blade on the way for Warlock, or just Immolator as it's called, I think. Yeah. Gonna see some of that Immolator Destructor combo, which is pretty damn devastating against those high model, low health squads in tier 1. Warrior Brood on the field for Hiveminion. No sound of the Barb Strangler yet, which I was expecting from him, but these guys do have power melee, 18 DPS I believe, and they can jump into combat passively, knocking stuff back, which is pretty damn useful. 472 to 455. We have an uncapped contested victory point, and we do see a heavy weapon squad for BestN00b, but they're very bunched together, and as you can see, Immolator goes in. Just about to say the Warlock might be able to do some work against those bunched up setup teams. Lord General gets away. Shooter boys in melee combat there, but I think the red team can rebuff the blue team here. Sentinel getting loads of repairs. Holy crap, that was a lot of damage on those shooters all of a sudden. Lots of las guns. Hiveminion calls out the 2. That means he's got 2 players on him, or at least he thinks he does. And looks like he does, with sluggers from both the Orc players. Oh, Ace of Swords lost his starter slugger squad. They did not even notice that. How did they die? There they are. I guess they died right in the first engagement. Did you use Seismic Roar or something, Mr. Hive Tyrant? No, you didn't. I don't think they can actually see this Mekboy gate. No detectors in that army. You need to get pretty damn close to him to see him. And it's tier 2 for Riku. That's a pretty quick tier 2. Might see a Death Dread stomping around the bottom here pretty quickly. And that can be rather devastating on this map, because you can bash that gen farm and then go straight to the central one pretty quickly. Not quite as devastating as the Bane Wolf, but we won't be seeing that in this game. No Inquisitors around. Everyone's starting to think about their tier 2s. Lots of dead stuff. Holy crap, what was that? Was that electric armor or something? It was electric armor. 10 power melee DPS. It says nearby enemies. Doesn't tell me a radius here. Most likely tells you the radius on the ability itself. But certainly killed a bunch of termagants, I think. 472 to 430. There's the immolator. There's the destructor. Didn't actually kill anything with that. Oh, he killed a couple of models. Couple of guardsmen fell over. They're happy to sit back and wait for something here, the red team. Dark Riku's not getting his Death Dread up, which is odd. What does he want? This Mekboy is going to die. Devastators punch him in the face. There we go. Sluggers in retreat, but blue team retain the contested VP here. Death Dread is on the way for Riku. A little bit late. Maybe he was thinking about something else. Maybe a Weird Boy War Truck combo with his sluggers in there and stuff, but goes for the Death Dread. And we do see the potential for anti-vehicle weapons. The Lord General can get melter guns. The Techmarine can also get a melter gun. Devastators can get a las cannon, of course, as can the heavy weapons squad. Down goes a Warlock again. We do see a Chimera on the way for BestN00b. So maybe the Chimera beacon thing. What's this? Oh, look at that. It's that global I always forget the name of. More Daka, I think. Devastators keeping this Warboss at bay, but he'll quite happily decap since it's so far away on the edge of the firing arc, doing very little damage. Who's this down? Oh, Hive Tyrant went down. Zoanthrope on the way for Hiveminion. Ace of Swords. Might need something kind of specific to deal with that thing. Maybe Stormboys in its face, or a war truck with sluggers inside. Missile launcher for the Sentinel. Those frag missiles are pretty powerful anti-infantry. There they go. Oh, if they don't hit terrain, that is. Here comes the Death Dread. Burners and bits locked and loaded in. More health. And some burners, which are good for taking out generators. And structures in general. Chimera needs to run away. I think it does around 70 heavy melee DPS, something like that. The Death Dread has a great special attack. Forces off that las cannon there, where I don't think got a shot in. Maybe he got one shot in. Shuriken keeping this stuff suppressed, but needs to be careful. The Chimera is shooting the crap out of it. It's got that heavy bolter on the front, doesn't suppress though, and unique among transports is that the units inside can shoot out of it using those turrets, the las turrets on the side there. Not sure how much damage they do. I don't think it's that much. 472, 337. Morgan with a whirlwind on the way. There's a very, very late tier 2 unit. Ace of Swords also pretty late, getting a Death Dread up to stomp around the top. Maybe go straight for that central power point. Down goes the Chimera. Oh, we have a Power Claw Warboss, 95 heavy melee DPS. That's kind of now getting shots in. They're going to take out that Death Dread, I think. Yep, with help from Tactical Marines and the Sentinel. But now those Tactical Marines have a missile launcher with... Oh, I guess there's still a Falcon around. I'm not sure if they know about that. So that missile launcher should still do some work. Oh, las cannon as well. Hell of a lot of anti-vehicle from Morgan, and the Whirlwind also has that Hunter Killer missile on the front, as you can see there. Does a big chunk of anti-vehicle damage. Zoanthrope gets away. What else we got going on? Stormtroopers for Best Noob might see the sniper rifle and stuff. Not yet though. Leveling up is the Techmarine. Has Artifice up. 444, 337 on the VPs. 2-1 for red. Did pretty well at the bottom, beginning of tier 2 here. Direct Vigils on capping duty. No shields up here from Nurland, which is a bit weird to see. I don't think I've seen a single one go up. Stick bombers for Dark Riku. They throw stick bombs, hence the name. Grenade from the scouts, pretty nice, but Riku is putting pressure on. Is this Riku? Yes it is. Putting pressure on the power here. And he's not really set up to deal with it, is he, Morgan? Because he's got a bunch of anti-vehicle weapons. Uh-oh. Crushing Claw, Hive Tyrant. 108 heavy melee DPS. Attacks very quickly, so it's great in sustained melee fights. Oh, wow. Ripped apart those shooter boys with the help of the Zoanthrope getting shots in. I think it does a... Whoa. Looters might go down also. Need to run away, fellas. Those Ace of Swords, I don't think it's paying attention at all. And they go down. I think the Zoanthrope does around 70 damage per shot. Those are some losses for red team there. More stick bombers on the way for Riku. It's a pretty fun unit to see in action. They do need to spend red every time they throw their sticks though, I believe. Put some stun bombs too. What was that? That was a bit weird. That was the Whirlwind hitting terrain that didn't seem to be existing. Does the Whirlwind doing its thing? Massive amount of potential disruption. It can often just completely miss stuff though. But that's what you pay for. Dreadnought on the way for Morgan. Tier 3 for Best Noob and Nurland. And a War Truck for Ace of Swords. Just a bit more mobility, I think, to get around the top here. Although he's doing pretty good so far. Shooter boys decapping the natural VP of the blue team. Despite those losses, the red team still in control in terms of the map here. VP's pretty even though. That's Cannon Heavy Weapon Squad with that refractor field on it. Gives it some range damage reduction and immunity to knockback, which is pretty amazing for the setup team. Are you going to throw your grenades? Oh, they don't have the energy to do so. These scouts over it. Wreck point uncapped. I don't like seeing uncapped wreck points, fellas. Sort it out. This one's being capped. Okay, I'll let you off. Red team keeping the pressure up. Blue team don't really have anything to break the lines with, do they? Apart from maybe a good Whirlwind shot. Stick bombs going in on the Whirlwind, doing some damage too. Here comes a Dreadnought with Assault Cannon loaded in. Looking pretty cool with its Lamenter's garb. Sluggers take down. No! Broodnest lives with 2 hit points. Can you repair Broodnest? I think you can. Oh, they regenerate health, that's right. Very slowly will regenerate health. 344, 337. It's a 1-1. There's the 2-1 for red. Down goes the Broodnest now. Power Claw Warboss going after the Dreadnought with Ard Boys up. That is a Dreadnought with a ranged weapon, so won't have melee resistance. Taking the full heavy melee damage from that Power Claw, which will be half of its damage. Heavy melee does 50% of its damage to vehicles. Otherwise it would be crazy. But this melee fight. Adrenal Gland Warrior Brood with Hormagaunts in support, but Sluggers with their Knob Leader are no slouch in combat. Holy crap, as I say that, did they die? No, they didn't. They're reinforcing off the War Truck. But that's a very angry Hive Tyrant. What level is this fella? Level 3 with, what's that? Extended Carapace. Mekboy with electric armor still. Not sure if he's done anything else with it after that. Bunch of Termagants died. That is a really good stick bomb throw. Holy crap. Superbly done. Set it up with a stun bomb. And they did not retreat. And that's what happens. Falcon in play, and it does have the energy field now, so this thing gonna be a massive pain in the ass to get rid of. Tier 3 for everyone apart from Morgan, who's floating tons and tons of requisition. Could buy a generator down here. 286, 337, 2 to 1 for red. Lord Venado trying to cap, and the Dreadnought marching through, and here's Hiveminion to throw his Hive Tyrant around as double zone throats. Caught by sluggers though, and needs to flee. I think he'll be alright. Maybe. Yes. Orks generally not great at chasing on their feet, although sluggers aren't terrible. Who's that down? Oh, the Lord General got shot down by the Falcon, which levels to 2. Giving it more health and more energy for its shield. Techmarine will revive 283 to 337 and levels up to 5-2. Nob Squad on the way for Dark Riku. Morgan does go tier 3. Might see a big tier 3 fight here. That's a Leman Russ from BestN00b. I guess it was called in. Didn't actually see. Riku trying to get that whirlwind out of the way. Because that's a massive pain in the ass when you're trying to cap and you're trying to approach as well. But can't quite do it. I think one more hit on rear armor might have done it there. Dreadnought lives, taking shots from the Falcon. But I think it's going to be alright. Uh-oh, there's a Rocks. That was from Ace, I believe. And didn't do a whole lot. I mean, it's knocking around this heavy weapon squad, but they'll be okay. Didn't get a single rock on the Leman Russ, and he did well to spot that early there. BestN00b. Everyone's tier 3. Avatar of Kane on the way for Nurland. Ace of Swords with a looted tank. There's a double cap now for red. But Hiveminion taking back his natural with a zone throat. Has a brood nest up here. There's a sentinel up here as well for BestN00b. Helping out a bit. Bright Lance getting shots on the Leman Russ. Needs to back the hell away. Here comes the Nob Squad. These guys will take the brunt of damage and just make stuff move around and get the hell out of their way. Stun bombs, nicely done by Riku. Sets up the Nob Squad to headbutt the Leman Russ. Now they're going after this las cannon. Have heavy melee, huge choppers, and they can upgrade to huge hammers, and they're doing so. Makes them even more dangerous. Gives them a momentum buff every time they hit in melee. You see those orange rings there, up to 4, I believe. And I think each one is 5% more damage, maybe. Something like that. Warboss levels up to 5. He's now got his spiky armor. I'm not sure how long he's had it for. The red team looking pretty strong bottom. They've got an Avatar. They've got a Nob Squad once they come back in. A very scary Warboss. A Warlock that's running around doing stuff. What's he up to? Level 4 with the Immolator. Looted tank at the top. Taking missile hits from the Sentinel. Good play by BestN00b. Splitting his forces like this. Supporting the top and fighting the bottom. And Hive Tyrant is capping, is that? Yes, it is. Blue team's natural. Pretty quiet. Here come double zone throats to help it out. Bottom's relatively quiet now too. What about that power? Only one generator on this power here. Carnifex on the way for Hiveminion. Looks like the blue team might want to look at the top game here and try and drag the red team around a bit. Ace of Swords right now contesting up there. But maybe Riku will join if they hold those VPs for much longer. 206 to 317 on the VPs. That's a plasma gun Techmarine. Also has refractor field. Unique among shields in that it decreases the accuracy of, I think, only ranged attacks. Because they're the only thing that have accuracy. D cannon is up for Nurland. There it is, sitting pretty at the bottom. Uh oh, Warboss might die. But he's fighting a Dreadnought. Nob Squad going after it too. Can anything stop them from killing this Dreadnought? Looks like they have been suppressed by something. What suppressed them there? Were they suppressed? Oh, it was just crippling poison, I think. They do run away. The Dreadnought lives. We're still in level 1 somehow. Something went down. Hive Tyrant shot to pieces by Shooter Boys and Mekboy. And the red team taking a natural back. Gonna get that 2-1 flowing again. Nob Squad on the way for Ace of Swords. They need something heavy hitting from Morgan, I think. Maybe Terminators, maybe a Land Raider Redeemer. He's got no red whatsoever. Not sure what he spent it on. I guess the global repairs and stuff. So I guess a Predator tank maybe. Predator tank might do some work. 190 to 293. BestN00b is floating a lot of resources. He's going for a Baneblade, I think. Might be a mistake. Might be better off just getting a second Lehman Russ up right now. Carnifex is in play. So Thornback too. Gives it even more hit points. And a pretty satisfying charge to use. Big retreat out. Here comes Dark Riku though. With Nob Squad and Power Claw Warboss. And those stick bombers which have killed so many guardsmen right now. What's this? Sluggers decapping stuff. Blue team pretty much non-existent at the bottom. This guy might get a decap though. Oh, maybe. That's a D-cannon shot going off. And he does get the decap. And Thornback Carnifex did not mess around. Giving the Nobs a very, very good fight here. But can it get away safely? That's a overcharged plasma gun. Techmarine doing some work on the Nob Squad. Nob Squad are heavy infantry, so we're taking extra damage from that plasma gun. Carnifex charged away, but now turns around to fight. He needs to keep moving, fella. There we go. Where's that Hive Tyrant? There he is. He does have extended, yeah, so he could charge in to disrupt the Nobs, and he's going for the Psychic Scream. A very good choice against a Warboss and those Nobs. Gives you a 30% damage reduction. I think it lasts 15 seconds too, which is not bad. I believe that's right. It's a fight over the mid now, because both teams are trying to go up here so they meet each other and start fighting. What's that? Sluggers bashing power from Riku. Level 4 sluggers. I think they've got most of that by smacking on generators. Here's a Predator tank from Morgan. BestN00b getting a Baneblade on the way. Looks like he lost his heavy weapons squad. The Avatar of Cain finds some Rippers. The Rippers should get a sync kill against him. They just all swarm him and take him down. Leveling up the Termagants there. Level 3. But they did lose their Broodness. Nob Squad are crippled. But have now found a Capillary Tower for their Rage. Oh, look at this. Blue team hitting the bottom. That's a Singularity, I believe. Down goes the Lord General. There's a Singularity going off. Did a big chunk of damage to the tank. Scouts forcing melee combat on the Shooter Boys. And here comes the Techmarine to revive, but red team here to defend. And they're putting a little bit of pressure on this VP with Nob Squad. This is Ace of Swords, yes it is. Here comes his sluggers too. Looks like they will be persuaded to leave. Double zone thropes getting shots on them is painful. Because they do psychic PvP damage, I believe, which does extra versus heavy infantry for some reason. I'm not sure what the thinking is behind that. But that's what we've got. Down goes the Mekboy. I have Tyrant going ballistic, is level 4. I guess he already used his Psychic Scream. Judging by his energy. Avatar taking las cannon shots to the neck, which he doesn't like. Whirlwind doing some work too. Both teams with pretty solid armies at the bottom here. Here comes some Seer Council from Nurland. Strange to see the Seer Council before the Fire Prism. But I guess he wanted something a bit more aggressive to get in the faces of the blue team here. Forced off the Devastators, but here comes the Baneblade. Providence Warlock with Warp Throw. Down goes the Falcon. All kicking off down here. 95 to 273. Red team in the ascendancy in terms of VPs. But blue team looking pretty strong at the bottom here. Not sure if anything can stop this Baneblade right now. It is vulnerable to very strong heavy melee squads though, so if Riku can get the Warboss, oh, who's down right now, and his knobs onto that Baneblade, and he's in behind it there, could go for rear armor hits. But their tank needs to be careful, there we go. Knob squad are persuaded to leave. Oh, he doesn't have tactical marines anymore, Morgan. I was going to say maybe he wants to switch to plasma gun tax, but they're down. Oh, Mekboy and Warboss both down up there, of course. And I think Hiveminion is going to get through and decap, at least decap. Might even cap it. Ripper's chasing a looted tank, as they do. They could get a triple cap here, blue team. It's possible. That Baneblade is pretty far forward. Not sure what it's doing. Get back. Lads Cannon is slowing down the Avatar, but might be grenaded out of there. Oh, it's a warp throw, but they do retreat off. Eldritch spotted very quickly by Morgan, and he gets his Predator tank out of there. Techmarine is right beside it to repair too. Is the Baneblade gonna survive? And look at the top, Hiveminion's got... Uh-oh. He's got a rocks to deal with, that's what he's got. Zone Throps are still around, they've done really well. Knob squad trying to go after that one now, finish it off. Smack, down it goes. Meanwhile, bottom. Avatar's gonna go down, but not before he lets rip the Wailing Doom, which misses everything. So Avatar dealt with. The Monisher Cannon seemed to hit the Warboss and not where it's meant to go, but took him down anyway. Knobs are chasing. Baneblade getting pretty damn low. Scouts and Techmarine are there, but they are not repairing right now anyway. Does he have enough red for a global repair? He does. Maybe he's used it already. Leveling up is the Predator tank. City Council, where the hell are they? I don't know where they are. It'd be good for them to be alongside the Knob squad to give them that buff that they have. They must be... There they are. Oh, they're inside the Webway assembly, of course. 77 to 233. Creeping Barrage. Nicely done by BestN00b. We're really well timed there. Caught the City Council running in. Maybe it was just sheer luck. I don't know if he actually saw them coming in or not. Gene Stealers on the field for Hiveminion. Those will really give the Knob squad a very good fight. I think they take out a Knob squad if they are under melee synapse. Depends what level everything is though, I believe. Ace of Swords Knobs moving to the top. But Hiveminion is looking pretty strong up there. He's got his Venom Cannon, he's got a Brood Nest, and blue team have a double cap. Bunker going up. I guess that's going to be repair bunker. But look at that blob of stuff. That is so tempting for a nuke right there. I think that was some global repair going off. You just saw. Red team might need someone to flank around here and come after the blue stuff from the other angle. Morgan has done a really good job keeping his vehicles alive. The Dreadnought's now level 3. And a Predator tank has been in a dicey situation a couple of times, but has lived. More power bashing from Dark Riku. Power bash so much, and they still get Baneblades and Lehman Russes on the field. They don't seem too interested in taking back this power though, the blue team, do they? They have stuff sitting around that could do it. I guess they have this, so they're not too concerned. Hive Tyrant went down. Carnifex trying to chase down a looted tank now turns to engage all of the infantry. Sometimes it seems like the Carnifex is not doing splash damage. I believe it does though. I guess the effect just isn't as obvious as it is when a Dreadnought is attacking stuff. Down goes the Carnifex. 77 to 89 on VP's blue team now with the 2-to-1. Oh, they had it already, didn't they? Yes. 1-to-1 cap. Look at this. Red team being sneaky. Shooter boys. They're going to get it, I think, but they will lose a lot of models doing so. Because Gene Stealers are in. And there's the knockback from the Warrior Brood also. Chomp, 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 chomp. Going to get away? Holy crap, they cannot get away. That was pretty fast killing. Morgan making sure nothing sneaks around the middle here. Hiveminion will get his natural back, giving the blue team their 2-1 again. And that might see them out. Because red team have really struggling to get to push on the bottom with a Baneblade and a Lehman Russ and stuff. Now Whirlwind's been a massive pain in the arse. Another thing that he's done a good job taking care of. I think this is his second Whirlwind, is it? Not sure. Can we see the remains of a Whirlwind anywhere? Not really. So much stuff. Bottom 2 bunkers. Riku thinks it's over. We'll see. 2 D cannons from Nurland. Does he need Wraith Guard and Fire Dragons and stuff down there? Instead, Sea Council I don't think worked out for him super well. Wraith Guard might have been a better choice when the tank started rolling out. Nob Squad cannot take on everything and run away. Dreadnought getting an attack in there and inspiring things on kill. 65 to 55. Looks like the blue team will hold on, but red team are making a run at the top VP. Eldar up here with some Orks too. Hive Tyrant runs away. That's a creeping barrage. Hit some knobs pretty well, but they might get, yeah, they're going to get a decap, I think, the red team. It's not over yet. Push top, says Hiveminion, because he's off the field now, so he needs someone to put the pressure on this VP. Just tried to fight off 2 players. Lots of buildable cover going up to try and block access here. Dreadnoughts now level 4 with Dark Age of Technology up very close to 1900 hit points with a ranged weapon. Double looted tanks for Ace. This Predator's level 2, getting some global repairs from that Techmarine. He's used that pretty well, that global. Bunch of sluggers hanging out, chatting, both level 4. What the hell? Oh. I thought that was a scout sniper, but it was the sniper rifle for the Lord General. Something being called in. Just a drop pod with tactical marines inside. Can they get a cap? Do they dare get a cap with double sluggers there? Not going to work out good for you, fellas. Talk about a quick kill. They got absolutely owned. 39-34. Red team putting this back out of the bag. Did not give up. They have the 2-1, but can they hold this natural VP of Hiveminion? The Nob Squad in there tanking for their lives. What is that? That's a warp throw. Throwing the Gene Stealers and the Warrior Brood off. Warrior Brood are going to go down, knocking back and damaging the Gene Stealers. Warlock doing some good work. Level 7 this guy now. Nob Squad going absolutely ballistic. Level 4. Yep, I think red team are going to retake this. Nob Squad can chase down the zone throat. The Warlock can cap. Meanwhile, at the top here, we have Lord General down. We have Techmarine down. Techmarine level 10. 31. 34. 1-1 cap. It's so close. I thought the blue team had it. Lehman Russ is going to get chased, I think. Smack. Down it goes. Here come the Seer Council after I said they hadn't done well. Making me seem like a fool. Do that fine myself, fellas. Whirlwind's not going to last very long. The hell? Nob Squad seem to be missing their attacks there, but there they go. Down it goes. Tier 3 Lictor. Blue team completely capitulated though. As soon as the red team really started contesting the top and committing forces up here, they could hit him from the right angles at the right time. with some powerful units, and blue team couldn't stand it. Desperately trying to cap there is Hiveminion, but it's down to just a lictor, and a red team have this. They pulled it out. Blue team had a big comeback on the cards, but the red team rally and they take it with 34 VPs remaining. Awesome game. I have Tyrants level 5 and down. Level 10 Techmarine and down. The Lord General got to level 5 as well. Level 10 Mekboy. At the end he had battery pack and a super tough beam. Awesome buff for your knobs and stuff. Very expensive though. Warboss level 8. And the Warlock at level 9. There you have it guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.